In 2024, there is a total of 404 different types of knives that you can get in CS2. Some of these even cost thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Maybe you don't want to break the bank, you know? Of course you want a knife, I mean, who wouldn't? But you don't want to spend your entire paycheck, or maybe break open your savings account that you've been working very hard to gather. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my top 10 personal favorite knives that cost less than $100. Before we get into the list, we have an announcement from our channel's first ever sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an instant way to get new CS2 skins and make your perfect inventory. First, deposit the skins you want to trade, then filter for the skins you want, last hit trade, and the new skins will instantly be yours. SkinsMonkey is offering up to $5 free on your first trade. The more you trade, the more you earn. If you're looking to buy skins for cheap, SkinsMonkey offers a 35% top-up bonus if you use code SAVIMI at checkout. Check out SkinsMonkey and build your perfect inventory. Starting off the list at number 10, we have the Ursus Knife Safari Mesh in Field Tested Condition. I know not everybody's a fan of the Safari Mesh finish, but I personally think it looks really nice. It's very sleek and it's very affordable, so you can get one that looks good. You can get one in a low enough float that is passable. Another reason why I personally chose the Ursus knife at this spot is because of this rare inspect animation. Look at this. And did you hear those sounds? The tink, 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 tink. It's amazing. It's music to my ears, truly. Another reason I chose the Ursus knife is because a lot of budget knives can be very dainty. You know, they're very small blades. On the Ursus knife, I think the blade is big enough that you get to fully experience the skin. You get to fully experience the skin that is on the blade. You know what I mean? You're getting your money's worth with the Ursus knife. So thank you, Ursus knife. Great start to our list. Now, at number 9, we have the Navaja knife Ultraviolet in minimal wear condition. I know what you're thinking, but hear me out here. I like purple. All right, a lot of people enjoy purple. I don't rock a purple inventory, but I know purple is definitely one of the top 5 most common colors that people enjoy all over Twitter. And every single game you play in, there's going to be a person with a purple inventory. And maybe we have some purple enjoyers out there who don't want to drop hundreds of dollars on a purple knife, right? So I wanted to include a budget option for them. So that's why I'm getting it out of the list. My one and only gripe with the Navaja knife is that when you pull it open, when you flick it out, it looks so weak. It's like a little you know, like the shrimp from My Smiling Friend, just a little It's awful. But other than that, good budget purple knife, I've got to be honest. Now at number 8, we have the Paracord knife Urban Mast in field tested condition. This number 8 spot is going to take a little bit from both things I've already said before. Number 1, you get a full blade, so you get a big nice blade. I'm not a huge fan of the holes in the middle of the knife, but what can you do? And number 2, white is a very common inventory themed color to go for. White and black, you know, white and gray, pure white, whatever you want to do. And I wanted to give my white enjoyers an option for a knife. Also, I kind of like the strings. I kind of feel like I'm, you know, in the wild, a survivalist. I've never personally owned a paracord knife. One of my close buddies unboxed a Crimson Web paracord knife. Very hype moment. But I want to give it some love. I like the paracord knife. I think it's just okay. Good budget white knife. Moving on to number 7, we have the Survival Knife Forest DD Pat in minimal wear condition. This is a very goofy looking knife, I've got to be completely honest. But maybe you're a goofy guy or a goofy gal, right? You want to stick out a little bit. You go against the status quo, right? You enjoy something a little bit more unique. And not to mention, the Forest DD Pat finish is the only finish in the game that you can match perfectly on your gloves and on your knife. Look at that rare pullout right there, that flick toss. Once I saw that for the first time, I honestly fell in love with this knife. Not saying I'm gonna ever buy one. I might get a case hardened one pretty soon, but I appreciate the uniqueness, right, against the status quo. That's the thing with this knife. You're a unique person. You think outside the box. Coming in at number 6, we have Shadow Daggers Damascus Steel in minimal wear condition. I think these are kind of like the knife that can go with any pair of gloves, like a white t-shirt. You can wear any kind of pants with a white t-shirt and you're gonna look good. This is what that knife is to me. I love the animations personally. The pullout looks amazing. The sounds are amazing. The little flick around your fingers. It's one of the only knives you can play with like this. The butterfly knife, and I think the Shadow Daggers are the only knife where you can repeat in an animation like this. And I like that. I like when you can play with the item. You know, you're going to spend a significant amount of money on something. You're going to want to use it. Now, exciting little announcement for you guys. I am going to be giving away these exact knives once we hit 1,500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. All you got to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe and join my Discord server. The link will be down in the description below. That's how I do all my giveaway announcements. It's inside the Discord server. We'd love to have you guys in there. On to the next skin. So moving on to number 5, we have the Gut Knife Brightwater in factory new condition. That's right, our one and only factory new knife on this entire list. There's 2 reasons I went with the Brightwater here. Number 1, I wanted to include a blue option. As I said with white and as I said with purple, blue is a very common inventory color to go for, and I actually like the Brightwater. I know it gets some hate, it's kind of viewed as a low tier finish on a knife, but I think the Brightwater looks really good. I do have some personal nostalgia towards the Brightwater finishes. My first ever knife when I got back into CSGO was a Brightwater Bowie knife, so I do like the Brightwater. In my opinion, it doesn't really come off as a camo finish to me. I get more ocean vibes, more, peaceful, going with the flow. You're kind of a chill guy, right? If you use the Brightwater, maybe you're super chill, your friends love you, you're just a go with the flow, easygoing guy. Maybe you're the IGL, you have patience with everybody on your team. Overall, I like the gut knife. I like that the blue handle changes. I don't like that it's just wood. The gut knife on certain finishes gets a different colored handle versus just having the default handle, and the Brightwater is one of those finishes. W skin. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Falchion Knife Knight in field-tested condition. Now, I personally think that the Knight finish got an insanely huge buff going into CS2, and that goes for on the knives and on any weapon that it normally gets a skin on. It looks so absolutely clean. Plus, look at this Falchion rare animation, the Falchion stand, the palm stand, the OG rare animation. The Falchion Knife is an old head knife, alright? It's been in the game for a while. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment sections down below, but I believe it was the first ever knife to get a rare animation. A lot of people like the Falchion knife. It's been growing on me in recent years. Over the past 2 years, I would say I would consider myself a Falchion knife hater, but I have some people on my Discord server who greatly enjoyed the Falchion knife. They've been making a great case for their argument. It's growing on me. It is a budget knife, not only this one here, but in general, you can get some really nice finishes on the Falchion knife without breaking the bank entirely. I like the Falchion knife. My one and only gripe is you look kind of weak when you stab it. It kind of looks like it's in slow motion when you go to stab. You kind of look like an orangutan trying to use like tools. You're just not doing it right. You're not doing it with the necessary efficiency, the necessary strength. But other than that, great knife. I like it here at number 4. Moving on to our top 3, at our number 3 spot, we have the Shadow Daggers Autotronic in minimal wear condition. It kind of blows my mind that you can get these in minimal wear for only $90, a little over $90. They are amazing. I'm a huge fan of the idle animations on the Shadow Daggers. As you can see, you kind of rock your hands back and forth. These are the boxer's knives right here. If you're a boxer, this is the knife for you. You need to get these knives. Look how amazing they look. They have the red, just like boxing gloves would, right? You pair it with some red gloves. Maybe you don't have to get slingshot gloves, but any red glove, and you punch back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Right, left, uppercut, you do your thing. You dance on them a little bit, you hit them with a nice little 1-2 combo, little 1-1-1, you're out, Other than being a boxer's knives, what I associate the Shadow Daggers with in my head is you're a movement player. You have really good movement, you have good counter strafing. Maybe you get caught with your knife out, you start counter strafing back and forth, they can't hit you, they're never going to be able to touch you. That goes hand in hand with boxing. W knife. At our number 2 spot, we have the Bowie Knife Black Laminate in well-worn condition. This is just going to run you $100 on the dot, and I really wanted to include a Bowie knife on this list, and this was the best looking one I could find. I think it deserves to be number 2. It's a big blade. You get a very full variety of the skin, right? You get to see the entire thing. I like the inspect animation of the Bowie knife. I like how you pull it towards yourself. I think it looks really cool. And shout out to the recent Bowie knife buff for showing both hands now, finally. That was like the biggest thing holding the Bowie knife back in the past, where that you didn't get to see both of your hands. It was a waste to get gloves if you had the Bowie knife. Now, you shouldn't be scared to get gloves if you have the Bowie knife. It looks great. It's a big old blade. You're definitely going on a jungle adventure. Maybe you're looking for gold. Whatever you're doing, you're on a jungle adventure. You got a big old Bowie knife. You shouldn't be scared of any animals, panthers, snakes, whatever it may be. I enjoy the Bowie knife. I've talked about it before in my best knives under $500 video, but I think the Bowie knife is kind of a movement knife for some reason. Like maybe you're not a movement player in game, but you spend a lot of time on the Surf server. You spend a lot of time on the KZ server honing your movement skills. W knife. Now finally, last but not least, at our number 1 spot, we have the Shadow Daggers Lore in field-tested condition. This is the one and only what I would consider to be a high-tier finish knife on our entire list. If you're looking for a high-tier finish knife, but you want to spend $100 or less, Pick up these Shadow Daggers lore and you're not going to be disappointed. They are field tested, but I think you can find a float that's just low enough to where they don't look scuffed. On some other lore finishes on different knives, if you get field tested, it's not going to look good. There's going to be scrapes. It's not going to look flawless. The ones that I'm holding in game right now are field tested. They are field testing condition, and I think they look absolutely phenomenal. I think this knife definitely deserves our number one spot, or sorry, knives, should I say. And I mean, Shadow Daggers are the only knife in the entire game where you get 2 of them. I'm just saying, only $100 and you get 2 knives. There's not a better bargain on the market. There's not a better deal on the market. W knives, I like it. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be giving away these Shadow Daggers Damascus Steel once we hit 1,500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and join my Discord server that will be linked down in the description. We would love to have you guys in there. We're building a great community. I will see you all next time.